Hey everybody, welcome to Britpop's Reactor with me, BP1 and BP2. Now, if you haven't come with us, why not? Hit the subscribe button. If you watched us before, but you thought, come back again, and you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe and come with us on the channel.
Please do.
We've got informational videos like this one, comedy and sport, so make sure you hit the thumbs up button as we go along.
Does help.
Enjoy it. Alright, what we got then?
Oh, mate, strap in. This is going to be scary. This is the Fairchild Republic A-10 Thunderbolt 2 single-seat, twin-turbofan, straight-wing subsonic aircraft.
That's easy for you to say.
Straight. Now, I do have previous experience with these guys. We did some exercises way back in the day when I had all my hair and it wasn't grey. These guys were flying about above us, scared the shit out of me, mate, and I was lucky that I was on their team. If I was on the other side, I wouldn't want to see these guys flying around. This is the ground attack aeroplane, tank buster they call them. Scariest thing on the battlefield. I don't know how much information this guy's going to give, but I will just say these planes are one of the cheapest fixed wings airplanes to fly, costing a mere $22,531 an hour to fly, compared to the F-35, which costs $42,000 an hour to keep up there in the sky. So you wonder where your taxpayers' money's going? Keeping these boys up in the air. Sit back, mate.
A-10 Warthog, what a name.
Yeah,
all
because
right.
of the look, or simply the hog.
Oh, hog, yeah. All right, interested to find out a bit about these planes. Ground attack, you say? All right, let's get into it. Oh, a funny looking thing. Right.
5 reasons why no nation on Earth wants to fight the A-10 Warthog in a war.
Oh, nice.
That's his gun.
Really?
Yeah.
Right.
One simply does not mess with the A-10 Thunderbolt and get away with it. Call her the A-10 Thunderbolt, or more affectionately, A-10 Warthog, but the U.S. Air Force Close Air Support Avenger will take a beating and still find a way to shower you with her low-altitude armor-piercing ammo.
Yeah.
The A-10 is one of the most revered pieces of equipment that our fighting men and women have at their disposal, and its track record proves it. The 30mm GAU-8A cannon that sits on the front of the A-10 with its barrel protruding from the nose is one of the heaviest automatic cannons ever mounted on an aircraft.
Wow.
Since the pilots are protected by titanium armor, which also protects parts of the flight control system, the A-10 can linger longer in the battle zone in all kinds of conditions, including low visibility and darkness. The A-10 Thunderbolt has earned its reputation thanks to the bravery of her pilots and her performance above the battlefield. We're proud to give a little respect back to those who've served our great country and share a few of the reasons why the A-10 Warthog is an aircraft that should never be taken lightly.
Nice. Nice.
Cool.
1. Armament.
Yep.
Okay,
here we
what's
go.
it got on it then? Looks like it's got a few
Here's
things
the
on
total
it.
count. A 30mm GAU-8A cannon, up to 16,000 pounds of mixed ordnance on 8 underwing and 3 under fuselage pylon stations, a 500-pound Mk-82 and 2,000-pound Mk-84 series low-high drag bombs, incendiary cluster bombs, effects munitions, mine-dispensing munitions, an AGM-65 Maverick and AIM-9 Sidewinder missiles, plus a Gatling gun that's specifically designed to fire high-explosive, incendiary, and armor-piercing depleted uranium rounds at a rate of 3,900 rounds per minute. That's a serious aircraft with a bad attitude. And you want to shoot at this bad beast? Good luck with that.
Oh, mate.
Two, survivability. The A-10 has a honeycomb panel design that makes up the leading edges of the wing and tail, making them more resistant to battle damage. Interestingly, the front landing gear retracts under the wings while still sticking somewhat out of the fuselage, giving the Warthog a way to touch down with its landing gear up. This aircraft can survive multiple direct hits from armor-piercing and high-explosive projectiles, while its self-sealing fuel cells are protected by internal and external foam. Like in 2003, when Captain Kim Campbell successfully brought her Warthog back from a close air support mission near Baghdad, her 75th Fighter Squadron A-10 was hit by ground fire, taking extensive damage to the starboard vertical stabilizer, horizontal stabilizer, aft fuselage, and engine. Upon sustaining the hit, the airplane became uncontrollable, rolling left, nose down. After trying several ways to regain control, she engaged the backup mechanical flight control system. The jet responded, and with some help from her wingman, she landed back at her forward base.
Wow, amazing.
Fair play.
Wow, okay, so interesting, isn't it? Because straight away, as soon as I saw the plane, I was like, whoa, it looks totally different to the F-series jets that you see. Just the whole thing, really, just from looking at it there.
Yeah.
How wide the landing gear is. And obviously the jet propelled over the back rather than under the wing. It's it doesn't look mean.
No, but it's obviously what it packs. That punch it packs with
it's a bit like a pizza. It's fully loaded, man.
But I mean, they're saying that they're looking to sort of phase it out because it's doesn't have a place on the battlefield these days. Well, I mean, with what's going on over where we know at the moment, I think it still does. It's one of the slowest flying planes, but then again, it needs to be slow flying to be able to do that ground attack role, engage tanks which are slower moving than that, so it can hang around up in the sky. It's quite maneuverable, and it can engage ground targets, which if you're down on the ground in trouble, you need this guy to come along and help you out, sort of thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for subscribing.
Oh, somebody listen to us.
I'm sure I'd say that. But yes, it's cool, man. Again, jigsaw puzzle in the brain, filling them in. What are the planes out there, military planes? Because I'm not really up to speed, so it's good that we've done the USS Gerard. If you haven't seen that one, make sure you check that one out as well. Right, I got it. So the USS Gerald R. Ford video that we've done, we haven't had to cut that, and I haven't had to say that 3 or 4 times.
Not at all.
Other video that we've gone, we'll link that at the end of the video because that was cool to get to know. So it's good to get to know, some of the military out there. I like.
It's very good, isn't it? As I say, mate, impressive bit of kit. Much needed on the
I'm not
battlefield.
Rewind it 10 seseconds.
No,
It's not a song.
Not this. No.
Okay. Nice flaps.
Don't hear that every day.
3. Range.
Okay. Range.
At around 2,580 miles, the Warthog's flight range could get you from New York City to Los Angeles, California. Thanks to 2 General Electric TF-34 GE100 turbofan engines, the aircraft can achieve about 450 miles an hour, or Mach 0.75, making the Thunderbolt fast enough to be ultra-deadly.
Yeah, I'd like to see that actually in
4.
the sky.
Support. The A-10 Warthog has immeasurable value to our U.S. troops on the ground and plays a critical role in our military strategy in the Middle East and around the world. Arizona Representative Ruben Gallego said, "I'm glad we were able to keep this fleet fully operational, and I will continue to fight to preserve this aircraft to ensure that the warfighter on the ground gets their air support." The A-10 was specifically designed for close air support missions. Its large and varied ordnance, long loiter time above the battlefield, accurate weapons delivery, and unfriendly field capability
Where did that go?
are more than well developed to be at the forefront of the ground forces around it. As the U.S. Air Force says, the low-altitude safety and targeting enhancement upgrade provided computerized weapon aiming equipment, an autopilot, and a ground collision warning system, which includes multi-band communications, global positioning system, and inertial navigation systems, infrared and electronic countermeasures against air-to-air and air-to-surface threats. In other words, try to shoot at our ground troops, and we will not only shoot back, but unleash hell on you exactly where you stand.
No. Just to follow up.
Just for a bit of measure.
5. Grit.
Grit. So what have we got here? We haven't
A-10 pilots have night vision capability to conduct missions during any hour after dark. The A-10 was also designed with a fast maintenance turnaround time in mind to keep it on the battlefield. Things like damaged wing skins that can be replaced in the field, the cannon creating so much smoke while it's being fired that it looks like a forest fire, and a Gatling gun that fires rounds the size of beer bottles makes the Warthog deserve its moniker, the Cross of Death. Certainly the most important thing to remember is the pilots who fly these winged wonders and the ground crews that maintain them. Our fighting men and women are the real heroes, and the A-10 Thunderbolt is just another tool in the fight for freedom, and a tool that works quite well, thank you. Contemporary Air Force F-15 and F-16 pilots like to joke that A-10s don't have instrument panel clocks, they have calendars. At the time, the Air Force's high-tech fighter faction, which included most of Air Force leadership, considered the twin-engined, straight-wing attack airplane an anachronistic dud, unfit to operate in the modern battlefield where it was supposed to kill Russian tanks. Whether you're talking about a sophisticated stealth bomber or flying machine gun, it's never easy to bring a new warplane into being. How the A-10 program survived its first few years is a complicated story. Former A-10 pilot and author Colonel Arden B. Dahl, retired, contends that the Thunderbolt II made it to production by prevailing in two key political battles. Between the maneuverability and the survivability, the A-10 Fleet Fighter Squadron has taken on Operation Enduring Freedom, Desert Storm, and ISIS, wherever they may be, making it...
Yeah.
I mean, interesting, because obviously a lot of the footage there was slowed down. So you didn't see sort of like the true...
representation of the speed and everything.
Yeah. That one was, not so slowed down, so you saw the barrel rolls. But, I mean, there's a lot of kit in that little thing.
Yeah. As I say, so it's like kind of like a Swiss Army knife of planes, isn't it? It's got something on there for everything. And then just if I've run out of everything else, I've still got this 30mm Gatling gun. Whoa! Hay fever. But it's been in service since 1976, mate. That's what they were saying. Hasn't got clocks, it's got calendars for instruments. It's been around that long. Everything's dial up.
Yeah. Wow. Well, great.
If it does the job, mate. That's what you need. Impressed,
especially on the support side of things. All right, let's keep going.
One of our best weapons in the fight for freedom around the globe.
Okay.
I think he just sneezed as well, didn't he? In there,
I think he might have done. Yeah, that would have made a bit of a mess on your old visor, though, wouldn't it? I mean, they are pretty impressive looking planes, aren't they? Sat side by side.
Just getting them in the air must be a feat, really. I mean, they don't look aerodynamic at all.
No, and it is that manoeuvrability, isn't it? Because if you're being shot at, you need to...
He needs to be able to turn around quickly to come back and help you out on the ground as well,
Yeah.
Whereas something like an F-35, I mean, he takes about 10 minutes to sort of turn around and come back.
So we've got refueling. They can
in-air refueling,
Out the front.
Look at that. That's just fuel just all gone over his cockpit there, as they disengage.
Oh.
Nice.
Is it fire in there?
Flares.
Oh, flares.
Thank you. Yeah.
Right. Oh, I didn't know that. I mean, that's good info anyway. Flares to say thank you. Didn't realise that.
All good. There you go. Just chuck some ordnance out.
Interesting.
Not quite sure what happened to the commentary towards the end there, but wasn't anything to do with us. I think it's probably something that's been mixed about.
Yeah.
But there you go, mate. Introduction to the Fairchild Republic A-10 Thunderbolt 2 or Hog. Do you want to keep it short?
Good fun.
Bit of kit. Bit of kit.
Yeah. If we see one of them hanging about, chuck up some flares. All right, mate. Don't touch. All right. Yeah, thanks for that. Really good, informative. Let us know in the comments. Is there anything else you want us to check out there? So obviously we've done a few now information on the channel. So yeah, it'd be nice to see what other sort of military
hardware
are out there, shall we say?
Yes, in that
check out.
in that fun box. I mean, I mentioned the F-35 there. It's flying costs. Maybe we'll follow up with one with that soon, just so that he knows what I was actually talking about. So, yeah, in the comments, anything you think we should check out. We'll be doing these from time to time, chucking them in there just to mix the channel up a little bit.
Absolutely. Thanks for joining us today at Britpop React, as always. We do appreciate you coming on our journey and watching us, so thanks for that. Until tomorrow, goodbye from me.
Goodbye from him. War and Hog.
Hog.